Okay, so it's recording. I just want to tell you guys real quick. If you don't know, I get the chance to coach with Christin Blyumin every single week. We do cross coaching, and I'll never forget the moment that I said, "Hey, send me over, your preferred customer genealogy report." And at first, I thought she sent her entire team's genealogy report until I realized that there was no break in names, and it was hers, page after page after page. This girl knows how to recruit. She knows how to naturally talk to people. She can fit it into every single conversation you can imagine. So if you have come to learn how to recruit, you have come to the right place. She was really inspired by Dr. Mitra Ray's Rep Rap last Tuesday, where she talked about make this the year of recruiting. And Christin does that anyways. So I just thought, why not have her tell you guys what she does? So get your banana clips ready. Our hair is blowing back.
I was laughing so hard. You've got your banana clip, put it on because your hair is about to be blown back.
Seriously, who has banana clips anymore? But seriously, Christin.
Somebody on this call does.
I want to go find one. Thank you, Christin, so much for doing this with me.
Oh, thank you so much, Christy. So when Christy asked me to do this last week, I was actually really excited because if you guys probably don't know, but in my former life, before I joined the Juice Plus business, I was a recruiter in corporate America. I was a really, really, really good recruiter too. I also got hired for every single job that I applied for. So I'm really good at recruiting and hiring and being hired. And I had kind of forgotten about how good I was at it. And then it just all kind of like came together with the Juice Plus business, because it's really all it is understanding people and building relationships to make that connection happen. So Mitra Ray had a great Rep Rap last week. If you guys, I'm going to put this plug in. If you guys don't listen to Rep Rap live, it's totally okay. It's every Tuesday at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It usually lasts 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, but I highly recommend that you get on or you listen to the recordings. If you need to know where to find them, your upline can help you. But they're really, really valuable just to get plugged into the Team Shining Star community. So that's all I will say about that. So I'm a very visual person. So I wanted to share some visuals with you guys. So I've got a PowerPoint because I like PowerPoints. Okay, so recruiting for your dream team. So what we're all going to do, guys, is we're all going to take off whatever hat you're wearing, mom hat, banana clip hat, like whatever you have on, and we're going to put on our recruiter hats. Because even though we are all fitness professionals or moms or pharmacists or whatever we are, you guys are also recruiters. Congratulations. My name is Christin Blyumin. I'm a recruiter for the most amazing whole food nutrition company in the world. It's called Juice Plus, and I change lives every day. And I'm excited to have all of you join my team and do the same thing. So I want you to be a part of my dream team, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we are all going to do that. All right, so how are you going to search for your candidates, right? You work for a company, and if you work for a company, you post a job on the internet, and resumes come in and you scroll through them. Well, obviously we're not posting a job, so it's our job to identify people. So where are we going to identify these people? Where are we going to find them? Here's the amazing thing. You're going to find them literally everywhere. Alyssa Wolf, who I don't know if she's on this call, sitting next to me in the chair at the hair salon. Audrey Reinhardt, my newest rep, helped me at the Lululemon store. You never know where you're going to find these people. So here is how you do it. You keep your head up. You make eye contact with people, you smile, and you ask them questions. Because if you're always on the lookout, you're looking for that resume, right? That resume is like that first thing that you see of the person. Maybe you see their smile, their shirt, their child, whatever it is, there's something that grabs you about somebody that makes you want to approach them. So who are these people? This person could be someone you're not even thinking about right now. Your neighbor, your best friend from high school or college, the girl who's awesome on Instagram, customer service rep at a local store. If you're out shopping for something and you're getting great customer care, or the girl who's ringing you up at the cash register is just so personable, I'm gonna ask her questions about herself. Ask her, is this your full-time job? Do you love working here? Are you in school? Tell me about that. Ask her some questions. You might learn some really cool things about her, and it doesn't take very long. Personal trainer at the gym or a group fitness instructor, a team member at Lululemon, anybody in your family, raving fans, So with that, raving fans, I'm going to show you something because I want you guys, you may not have thought about, is that distributors, the best distributors come from, make sure I'm finding it right. The best distributors come from, so I got to get out of this whole screen shuffling thing doesn't always work that well for me. Comes from a raving fan. So how do you identify a raving fan, one of your customers? Well, missiondrivenmodel.info has given us some great information on this. A raving fan is somebody who's going to use all the products, is giving you referrals, that has a positive experience with Juice Plus, is an engaged customer, responds back to you when you send them texts or emails or anything like that, comments on your Facebook posts, reorders consistently. Those people love Juice Plus. People who love Juice Plus already have a great resume. They've got a great resume. You know they check a lot of those boxes. So that is something really important to consider. Let me go back to my shuffle here. And can you see the PowerPoint? Or is it still on the?
I can see it. It says, what is most important?
Okay, perfect. So let me go back to this one for a second. Okay, so oh man, sorry. Sometimes I'm good at this, sometimes I'm not. Okay. Also, if you're looking for other places to find people, if you are not comfortable with finding them in person, asking them in person, and you like doing things on social media, here are some great tools where you can search for people. LinkedIn. If you are a member of LinkedIn, you literally can go on there and find people's resumes. And think about if you were to post a job for Juice Plus, for a distributor, what would that job, it was called a rec, job requirements look like? What are the criteria that you have to have for somebody? And it's a great, great thing to look for people. You don't want to look for somebody that's been a job hopper. You don't want to look for somebody that has been in a government job for 45 years and, works in, something like that. But LinkedIn is a great way to connect with people with like-minded, habits and tendencies. And if you want information on how to search through LinkedIn, I definitely can help you with that. Facebook, just scroll through Facebook. People will share everything on Facebook. And I guarantee you, if you start a conversation with somebody on Facebook, you're going to be able to get to what Juice Plus is. And the last one down here, I think it said Instagram. I can't see it. Instagram, find something on Instagram that has similar interests to you, or that checks some of the boxes for you. Is it really interested in fitness, kids, whatever it might be, growing green? These are great ideas for you where you can recruit. Because remember, we're recruiters. We're looking for people. Every day we're looking for these people. So what is the most important thing when you are recruiting? So one of them is going to, let me back it up. So what's the most important thing? Most important thing is that you find people that you're interested in, right? Whatever might check those boxes. I will tell people, we've had this conversation a lot, is that people are asking the question, I'm looking for somebody that is into fitness and is really nice and is a stay-at-home mom, and they have like all these things on their list. And I'm like, oh, that's too many things. Here is my checklist. Are they awesome? Good. Literally, that's it. If they're awesome, I approach them about the business. But my next step is the most important one, okay? Establish a relationship. We are a relationship business. Without a relationship, people will not remain a customer, want to become a rep, or want to stay a rep. So I've met this person, they're awesome, they check that box. Now I need to find out more about them. I'm not just gonna go in guns blazing and be like, you're awesome, I want you on my team. Here's some information, let's sign up. You're gonna wanna find out more about them. We're trying to find their resume, right? We want to know about their family, their history, their, what it is about them. So I was trying to make a prettier flow chart, but I mean, I'm not Veronica. I should have had Veronica do this for me. She's got the eye. So like I said, identify a candidate. Do they check some of my boxes? Maybe you have specific things that you really want in a rep, or even a customer, right? They're easy to talk to. They're a mom. Maybe you only want moms in your team. Okay, if they check those two boxes, then you're moving on to yes. If they check no on those boxes, move on, because they suck. If you're not willing to bring somebody on as a business partner, you don't want them as a customer either. I'm telling you, they will be a pain in your butt. Remember, it's their decision if they want to join the business or not. If they suck, don't even bother. Like, seriously, you can maybe share the product with them, but like, bye, Felicia. That's what I say. If you don't want to work with them, you don't want to reach out to them every couple of months or like every couple of weeks to maintain a relationship with them. That's what it comes down to. Relationship, keyword. So they've checked those boxes. You've approached them. You've said to them, hey, you have such great energy. You're so good at helping with customer service. I just can't believe it. So is this your full-time job? Do you work here full-time? Oh, you're in school. That's so cool. What school do you go to? What's your major? Your major's nursing. That's so amazing. What are you going to do with that degree? Do you know yet? So what am I doing? I'm asking them questions. So I'm trying to, like I said, I'm sometimes good at this. So you ask them questions and you're trying to figure out if they're going to be the right fit. If you want to move on with them. Okay. So you have such great energy. I just want to learn more about you. Sign, form, wit. We talked about this a little bit. Sign. What are their, actually it's form, sign, wit. So let's flip that. Sorry guys. Don't mean to confuse you. Friends and family. Oh, do you live nearby? Did you grow up around here? Oh, that's so cool. So do you live with roommates? Kind of trying to ask them about their friends, occupation. So do you work here full time or do you do something else? Oh, you're in school. That's so cool. Oh my gosh. So you're super busy. You're in school and you're working full time. What do you do for fun? R, recreation. Oh, you like to hike and go and like work out outside. That's my favorite. Where's your favorite place to hike? Do you go in the winter? Do you travel? Finding information about them. Find what matters to them. What's most important for them. Then you can go into a little bit more detail, what their strengths are, what their interests are. I always forget the G in the end. But you're asking them these questions to find out what's important to them. If you find out that being healthy and, and working for a company where they feel appreciated is really important to them, ding, ding, ding. Or if you hear them say that they're sick all the time and they wish that they could travel more, but their family are always sick, ding, ding, ding. So you're listening. So that takes us to the next thing. When you're asking these questions, you have to listen. You cannot be thinking about what you're going to say next. You can't, because if you're listening about what you're going to say next, you're not listening to them and you're going to miss some key things. So the key things that are going to jump out is, why would this person need the business? Why would they need the product? How are we going to help them? But I want you to dig a little deeper. Christy always talks about kind of like peeling those layers of the onion away. It's kind of that same thing here. You're trying to dig a little bit deeper to find out a little bit more about this person. This is something that I want you guys to try and practice, because this is really important. So I'm a wellness coach, in addition to all the other hats that I wear. And one of the most important things that we teach is wellness coaching when you're talking about people and you're trying to establish a rapport and a relationship and establish trust, is something called reflection. And I'm telling you, this person will listen to anything you say if they know that you're listening to them. And the way that you help them understand that you're listening to them is that you're going to reflect back to them what you just said. So you're going to kind of, paraphrase what they said. And I said this on Sunday when I met with a girl. I said to her, so what I'm hearing is that right now you're just really busy. You sounds like you have a lot going on, and your number one goal right now is to get your personal training certification and to start this group fitness. And it sounds like right now this business is just not right for you. And maybe in the future it might be. And it sounds like maybe you just are more interested in being a customer. I literally reflected back to her what she said and affirmed that I was listening. And like, people feel really good when you tell them that. And I guarantee you that people will respond better. They're going to trust you and they're going to allow you to have a relationship with them. Okay, so now you've had this great conversation. You've listened to them. You've reflected back to them. You found that why of what Juice Plus could help them with. What are the next steps? Where do you go from there? Well, some people who are super crazy like myself will be like, I'm in, sign me up. I'm good. Like, all in. What do I have to do? That very rarely happens. Usually the next step is going to be, hey, okay, would you be open to maybe getting together for a coffee or lunch and we can talk a little bit more? Great. Are you free next Wednesday? Okay. You want to set something definitive up. So we're not leaving this open-ended. Are you free next Wednesday? Can I call you you maybe be open to getting a connection call with my upline, Amy? She's, I just want you to meet somebody else who's doing the business, and she's a mom just like yourself and works full time. I think it'd be great for you to connect with her. What nights are you free this week? So give them those options. Can I send you some more information? I'm going to email you some information today. Can I call you afterwards and follow up with you about it? So really giving that information. It's Blyumin. Oh, active listening. Yep. And reflection. Yep. Alyssa's right. Yep. It's super, super effective. So so this is with recruiting, yes, recruiting is all about finding the right person. But this is the interview process with recruiting. So we've identified the person, right? They check that box. They're super awesome. I want to get to know them better. Now we are in the interview process. And this interview process is listening to them, finding out about their life, finding out about how Juice Plus can be incorporated in their life, finding out if they're going to be a rock star. If you hear that, they might be interested in the business, but they really have less stuff going on, but they might be interested in learning more. When you're talking with someone, and I'm telling you, if you have to try and convince somebody to join the business, don't do it. It is not worth it, because you are going to end up dragging that person through the mud. I told somebody 2 weeks ago that I didn't think she was ready to be a rep. And that was hard because I've been wanting her on my team for a long time, but she kept putting it off. And I found myself trying to convince her to get together and sign up. And I was like, why am I doing that? She clearly is not ready. And I sent her a message, and it was so hard for me to do. I said, hey, Lisa, it sounds like you just have a lot of stuff going on right now. You guys are traveling. Dean's gone a lot. You're in between, jobs. I said, it sounds like maybe it's not the right time for you to do the business, and maybe you would just be interested in just being my customer. And she was like, yeah, that probably is the best thing right now. So instead of trying to convince her to join my team and then stress and be miserable over dragging her through the mud, we're not doing that. We want somebody who's chomping at the bit, excited to join our team. I think that's my last slide on that one. Okay, so you guys are all recruiters. You guys are all putting on your recruiter hat, and you're going through the processes, the steps. So step number 1, you're going to go out and you're going to look for people, right? Whatever you have to do on a daily basis. If you're going to be on the computer, I want you guys to be recruiting every single day, on the lookout for this dream team, because your dream team is out there. And they're literally just waiting for you to find them. They don't even know it yet. They're just waiting for you. So your dream team is out there. So you got to go look for them. So step 1 is finding those candidates. So you're going to get out of the house, take a fitness class, meet somebody new, if you're not going to leave the house, get on your computer, go through Facebook, see people who you haven't seen in a long time. Sorry, I was just looking for my phone. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I was just silencing it because it chirped. There we go. So getting out of the house. If you're not getting out of the house, you're going to be messaging people. You're recruiting. You are recruiting. You're finding these resumes, right? So Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. Finding people who are interesting, who check literally one of your boxes. Awesome. Move forward. Ask them to join the business. If they say no, hey, that's no problem. Maybe you would just be interested in being my customer, right? I mean, that's pretty easy. So you're always going to be able to downgrade to a customer. If they already are a customer and they love the product, ask them to join the business. Say, hey, you've been a great customer for a year now. You love the product. Your family's had such great success stories on it. You've referred me 2 customers already. Would you be interested in joining my team? I would love to get together with you and learn a little bit more about you and how Juice Plus Business could help you. Would you be open for that? And chances are they're going to say, yeah, I'd be open to getting together. And then you're going to establish that relationship. So you're going to talk with them, ask them questions, form, sign, wit. Remember, for friends and family, occupation, recreation, what's most important to them. Strengths, interests, G and N, never remember them. Never do. I don't know. Christy, do you remember
them? Goals.
Goals, yeah.
And I don't know what N is. I'm going to go look at my notes right now.
I know. So I love that. So goals. So I always like to ask you what their goals are, right? What are you working for right now? Do they have a goal? Do they have a goal with their job? Do they have a goal with something personal, or on their fitness journey? Like, ask them what their goal is, because maybe Juice Plus will help them reach their goal. You never know. So once you've established that relationship and you've listened to them and you've reflected back, you have the
needs. It's needs.
Needs. That's right. That's right. Needs. So all of these things are going to come up in these conversations, right? And the conversations will get more natural as you go. And listen, if you have a conversation with somebody and in your head, you're like form, sign, wit, and you're getting all stressed out, don't get stressed out. Just ask them questions about themselves. Almost like if you were on a first date. Like if you were on a first date, you'd be like, so tell me about yourself. What do you do for a living? Where are you from? What do you like to do in your free time? You know, it's almost like you're dating somebody. You're trying to get information out of them. And by reflecting back to them what they've said and what they are looking for in life, you've established that connection with them, that trust, that rapport. And then you can move on to the next step. You know, did you find those key things in that conversation that say to you, I'm going to want this person to join my team? And you're going to ask them. And you're going to say, hey, I'm really interested. I think this would be an amazing opportunity for you because X, Y, and Z. Would you be open to maybe getting on a connection call with my upline? Would you be open to, you know, coming to my team event tonight? Would you be open to just signing up right now and joining my team? Like whatever it might be, you have to like feel out the situation. And if they're not, then that's okay. Then you downgrade. Okay, no problem. Would you be interested in being a customer? So the most important thing for you guys to do through all of this, there's two important things. The first thing is you have to recruit. You have got to get out of the house and you have got to ask everybody. It's the law of averages. The more people you ask, the more people are going to join your team. The more people that join your team, the higher probability you're going to have of finding those rock stars. I have a lot of people on my team, a lot of people that I brought on in the last couple of years, and only a few rock stars. And most of you guys are on this call. So it's just the law of averages. So if you guys remember that, you have to make sure that you're reaching out to so many people. And here's something to remember. For those of you that were on the Pajama Regional, we want to shoot for this 5-1, right? 5 customers a month and 1 rep. If you get 5 customers a month and 1 rep, I guarantee you out of, okay, I'm not good at math, 5 times 12. Okay, that number, I guarantee you're going to get 1 or 2 distributors out of a raving fan out of that. And if you bring on 12 reps a year, at least 1 or 2 of them are going to be rock stars, at least 1 or 2 of them. So if you can have that mindset, think about how many people you have to ask to get 1 rep a month or 5 new customers. So it's that law of averages. So making sure every single day that you've got that recruiting hat on, that you're aware, that you're looking for people. I play a game with myself. Every time I go somewhere, I see who I can talk to. I was really tired yesterday. I was like kind of cranky. My kid was being kind of a Donald. For those of you that don't know, that's my, I guess now politically correct name for him when he's being a not nice word that I can't say in public. So it's my way of telling him he's being naughty. So anyway, when my son was being a Donald, but I said to myself, I'm going to this, it was like a kids concert, moms and kids everywhere, right? And I was like, I'm gonna make a prospect. I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I'm grumpy and I'm tired. I'm gonna do it. And I turned to my right, there's a mom sitting next to me with a shirt on that says "Go Green," and it says something underneath it. And I said, I love that shirt. What does your shirt say? I noticed, I noticed. I asked her a question. What does your shirt say? Oh my gosh, it's this Rebecca's Garden thing. My sister does it, and I said, that is so cool. I work with a company that does aeroponic gardens, and we're like all about going green. This is so cool. I was like, well, tell me a little bit more about it. She starts telling me about it. So excited, such a great attitude, like just so nice. Like our kids are screaming back and forth over each other, but I'm like so locked in on this mom and her energy. And there was just something about her. I didn't even tell her that I worked for Juice Plus. 0, nothing. But when I left, I said, hey, I really like you. I said, I just think you're really fun. And I love connecting with other moms that have 4-year-olds because I don't really have that many mom friends. Can I add you on Facebook? And she was like, oh my God, yes, totally. That'd be so awesome. So now I've established a relationship. I'm building this relationship. I haven't even said anything about Juice Plus. She's seen my Facebook profile. She knows I do Juice Plus. But I've started this recruiting process with her. Now I know more about her as well because I've seen her on Facebook. And now I'm going to start to build a relationship with her. So I'm going to ask her to go out for coffee, and I'm going to ask her questions. And I'm going to find out more about her life and find out if she'd be a good distributor or a good customer. So you guys always have to be on the lookout, and don't ever be afraid of somebody saying no, because if they do, who cares? But if you're always on the lookout, always recruiting. So just remember, this is the year of recruiting. I want all of you guys to build your dream team this year. I want you guys all to have 1 to 3 rock stars at the end of this year. And the time to start building it is now. So you guys have to be on the prowl constantly. And I mean, like, seriously, like if there's somebody that you've been thinking about for a while, I want you to ask them now. Like literally, like pick up your phone, send them a text like, hey, are you free to grab coffee this week? I've been dying to get together with you. Or, hey, I know we've been meeting to get together and chat. Can we FaceTime or can I call you? Because you guys there's no more waiting. We can't wait. It's just not worth it. This is the year. We all have big goals this year. Christin and Amy are both trying to get to 39 Club. And guess what, you guys? They cannot get to 39 Club without us. They can't. I know that we own our own businesses, but we are all a team. And, their goal is 39 Club. My goal is QNMD. I know, Kelsey and Heather's goal is also QNMD or NMD. So we have all these goals. And the only way all of us are going to reach these amazing goals is if we put in the work and we get excited about it and we start now. Right now, right now, right now. So I want you guys to think like recruiters. You guys work for an amazing whole food nutrition company with an amazing business plan, amazing bonus structure. Amazing team, let's be honest, right? You guys have a benefits package to offer people when they hit NMD. You've got a lot to offer, but it's also like a really special club and you're not going to bring any old loser in. So yeah. And thank you, Kelsey. Amazing tools and resources. The programs that they put together for us, the videos that they put together, it's awesome. It's like they hand us this company and this job on a silver platter and they're like, enjoy, have a nice day, have fun with it, go make millions of dollars if you like. So it's up to us to do the work. So everybody has to wake up in the morning, shake off the spider webs, the cobwebs, whatever it is, put that recruiter hat on every time you go somewhere, every time you log onto your computer. Just be on the lookout. Just keep a lookout for those people. Because you never know when you're going to find that next rock star who's going to help you get to that next promotion. Do you guys have any questions about looking for people and recruiting and kind of those steps with getting them there and getting them to sign up? Everybody's just super excited.
It's just doing it.
It's just doing it.
All it comes down to is just freaking doing it. That's it.
Yep.
Can I put something in here as far as just doing it?
Yes.
So were you guys on our Facebook Live event last Thursday night with my pod? Did you see the cherry bombs?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys know I'm last minute. If you don't, I'm last minute. So here we are driving to North Carolina in the car forever and nothing to do but recruit. So I just counted in my notebook, 30 people. I sent out 30 people to messages, and they weren't random. They were people who I was like, I voice messaged on Facebook Messenger, and I was like, you are badass. You are someone that I want on my team for 2017 because I'm not joking around this year. Like, this year is about serious people, and you're on that list, and I don't know what you're doing tonight or even if you're available, but I'm sharing my story, and I want you to know what I'm doing and how you can fit into this. So I had 9 people respond back to me that said, yeah, I can get on tonight. And only one person said, now is not the time. One person out of the 30 people, 9 got on, and I've got a few people like hot, ready to talk more. So that is not a normal equation. Usually it's a lot less, but my point is now is the time. Now is the time where you step out of your comfort zone, you get bold and brave like Christin is, and you get excited about who you can possibly bring on this team and what you guys can do together. And it can be amazing. So I totally encourage you guys to do what Christin's doing. And I just really quick want to highlight on the 5-1 because Christin was talking about it. And they went over it in the Pajama Regional. But if you did not see it and you weren't on the Facebook Live, this is why they say the 5-1. So if you get 5 new customers every single month and 1 new distributor, you'll have 12 new team members throughout that year, obviously, but you'll actually end up probably having 18 frontline because 1 out of every 10 of those customers join your team. And then 1 in 5 will get to sales coordinator who is POB or higher, which means in 2 years' time, if you treat this like a business like Christin Blyumin is obviously doing, you can be an NMD with not just 5 sales coordinators that you need to get to NMD, 7. Do you want to take this business seriously this year? It's time to get out of your comfort zone, guys. It's awesome.
And with the comfort zone thing, guaranteed the only reason your numbers were higher and you had 9 out of 30 people respond was because you did it via voice message and they heard the confidence and they heard the excitement in your voice. If you would have just sent a text message out with that information, you would have had like 2 people respond. Mm-hmm. So that's uncomfortable for a lot of people to do, to send voice messages, but it is so much more effective.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Kelsey. And it shows, a lot of things that they covered in the Pajama Regional was belief. The 4 B's, a lot of times we say 3, but it's 4. It's belief in the company, in the product, in the business of multi-level marketing, and in yourself. And if you do not sound like you believe in yourself, they don't want to follow you. So it's called fake it till you make it. It's called saying it over. Sorry, my dog is under me and getting up. It's called saying this over and over and over and practicing this. Amy Meyer calls it chair flying. You just practice it over and over. And guess what? You only have a minute. That's all you have on Facebook Messenger. So you've got to learn to be brief and be excited. And guess what? I know a couple people on 2 different teams that would love to help you to do it. It's practice. It's compliment people. I have no idea if this is for you. Let them off the hook. But here's what I do. And I freaking would love for you to participate. If I sent you a video, would you watch it? If I invited you to an event, would you come? So I don't know, maybe Team Trigger and Team PCS should lock arms and do a little business event so everybody can practice recruiting and have a few people share their stories.
I love that. I want to add one thing also. And Christy, I'm so glad you brought that up because a lot of what I was talking about was cold recruiting. That's a lot of what I was talking about. I didn't even bring up like recruiting people that you already have a relationship with. And Christy gave the perfect example. If you already have a relationship with somebody and you know them, guns blazing, ask them that question. Flatter them like Christy did. I think that you're such a badass. I want you on my team. This is the year. I'm so excited. Will you join me in this mission? Will you join my team? Will you get together with me and learn more? So when you already know somebody and you already have that relationship, you can ask that question. And I want you to ask that question. But what I was talking about was more the cold recruiting, looking for new people. Yes. I'm glad you brought that up. I knew I was missing something. That was it. How to recruit somebody you already know.
I feel like a lot of this, what you talked about at the beginning, could be used for sororities as well.
I was not in a sorority, just FYI.
I was.
But what type of people did you want in your sorority? Like that's the type of people you want in your Juice Plus team, right? Like you're very discerning and you go out and you like get them excited about your sorority and you ask them the right questions and make sure they're the right fit. And then once you know they're the right fit, then you get them more excited to really recruit them into your sorority and you bring them in. Juice Plus sorority. I like it.
I love that analogy.
Well, fraternities, sororities.
And the great thing is, guys, is Christin showing you how to do this as you live your life. It doesn't just have to be your best friends. But the great thing is she's practicing every single day. Like, again, fake it till you make it. They don't know you. So this is your opportunity to like take in a big deep breath, put one foot in front of the other and just be that person you want to be. If you're not completely comfortable yet, step into that person you want to be. They don't know you.
You guys, it's so important. We have I don't know, Christy, if you guys know how successful, we have an awesome Voxer going on right now with our girls who are touching their business every day. But like, seriously, the reason we started that was because I got a Voxer from Christin and she totally admitted, she said, you know what, like I've been so on fire with my business. And then like Christmas hit and like, I haven't sent any messages in like 2 or 3 days. And she was like, I don't know where to start again. I don't know what to do. Like, like you feel stuck. And that's why we try to get people to do their business every single day, because like I've been doing this, we've been taking Juice Plus for almost 8 years. I've been doing this business for like almost 5. And I still get to that point where I'm like, how do I message people? And it's so stressful. So like eliminate that crap and just do it every day, and you won't have that anxiety in your life.
Yeah. And if you do get stuck, just ask one of your friends. Be like, I am having the worst brain fart of my life. I need to send this person a message. What do I say to them? Give me some verbiage. And somebody who's bound, especially if you're on that accountability thread, like somebody's going to go, like somebody asked the other day, like what to say, like somebody's going to help you out. Somebody will give you the words to use. So you're never in it alone.
I still ask Christin all the time. I'm like, just start me off here. I got nothing today. Like, especially if I'm not in the mood. If I'm just not in the mood, I'm like, give me words, do it. And it's so helpful. You have an awesome team to use, so use them.
Yeah. And you know, like I'm going to piggyback on that because I woke up this morning not feeling good. We've been traveling for 3 weeks and we had the pajama regional with my team here. So this morning I finally got a chance to like wake up and I was completely exhausted. I was sick. So my motivation with the business was not there. But then as I started listening to my Voxer messages, and now like I'm on fire just hearing Christin share what she knows. She's an incredible resource that we all can learn from. And now here it is like 9:40 and I'm ready to go tonight. You know, so that's why it's so important to be able to plug into these people, have an accountability group like these ladies are having or something, because that's what lights your fire. We don't always want to wake up and do this if you get out of your routine, but that's why, just like they say in Image, stay in the room. Well, I say stay in the room every day if you can with your team. Check in with them. They're the ones that are going to motivate you.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Don't let yourself fade away. It's the worst thing that you can do for yourself. When you're tired or you're just like not feeling it. And trust me, like there's a lot of days that I wake up and I'm like, just like not feeling it, but don't let yourself fade away. Stay present, stay in the room, because you will get that motivation, that energy from somebody on your team.
And that's part of the reason why we do the pre-qualifiers call and qualifiers call, is to keep you guys going midweek, you know, and to help you learn skills, but also to be around other people who are experiencing the same thing. I mean, isn't it a relief to hear that Christin Blyumin, who seems like she's on it all the time, that she has those moments too, that she struggles? She's actually human. What? you know?
I binge watched TV on Thursday night. I was that fried. I like never watch TV anymore. My mic was gone and I said to myself, I'm not doing my business tonight. I said, I'm so fried. I go, I just don't want to. And I binge watched 4 episodes of The Royals and it was amazing. And you know what? I woke up the next day ready to crush it. Sometimes you need a brain break and it's okay. But like, I'm not in it all the time. But the funny thing too is like when you're not in it is when it will surprise you the most. Like yesterday, I was like so pissed off with my little Donald. And I turned around and it was like this beacon of light, this woman's shirt. And immediately it turned it around for me. And it took a horrible situation of dealing with my little child who was like a little hellion at this event into a really cool new prospect. And even if she's not a prospect, a cool new friend who will be a customer or distributor one day. So it's amazing what this business can do for you.
Yep. And it's amazing the people that you meet along the way. Christin, I can't imagine not have ever having you in my life since we started coaching. It is such a blessing to have you. So thank you so much for taking the time. And does anybody have any other questions for Christin before, or you know what, let me turn off the recording. So if you guys have some uncomfortable questions,